Hello, everyone. Today I have the pleasure to be here at VAST with Gilberto, the development coordinator, and he's going to tell us everything about this amazing non-profit organization. So, Gilberto, thank you for coming. Thank you for having me here. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm well. I'm well too. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming here to do
Thank,
the interview.
thank you. So, let us know a little bit about you.
Sure. So, my name's Gilberto. As you said, I'm the development coordinator here at the Vancouver Association for Survivors of Torture, or VAST. So, my job here involves fundraising in all aspects, maintaining relations with donors, and basically advocating for the organization wherever I can.
Okay, and your background a little bit, where you're coming from, what did you do in the past before
Right.
coming to VAST?
Yeah, good question. So I was originally from England.
Okay.
I was born and grew up in London, and I came to Canada in early 2021 with my partner because she secured a job here. So we came out, and prior to working for VAST, I had a background in academia. I was a researcher in conflict, peace building, and human rights, forced displacement, and similar issues. And increasingly, over the last decade or so, I've been working on asylum related issues, especially through the provision of expert witness reports to courts where they're considering asylum cases in the UK. And so I was increasingly thinking about making a transition to the charitable sector, and that was the context in which I got to know a little bit about VAST. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So, and what exactly do you do here? How do you get the donations? Tell us a little bit about this.
Sure. So at VAST, we pretty much reach out to donors who have an interest that intersects with the services we provide. So we provide mental health services to newcomer survivors of torture who have arrived in British Columbia within the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so where we are looking for funding, we will be reaching out to foundations that are interested in supporting health generally, but also specifically mental health. We also provide capacity building to health authorities. So that is usually something we'll also be mentioning to potential funders. When we are looking into some of our wider activities at VAST, something we also do is research and advocacy, and that's one of our fledgling arms, I suppose you could say. We're starting to grow that a little bit. And so we also sometimes reach out to foundations that are interested in human rights advocacy as well.
And tell me, please, is there a memorable experience that you had here at VAST? With a
Yeah, I mean, when I came to VAST, it was, as you appreciate, right during the pandemic, and so like so many people who started a job in 2020 or 2021, I started in a bizarre way where I only really got to know any of my colleagues over video calls, and we were really just at home on our screens the whole time. So for me, the really memorable thing that happened recently was last December we had an end of year staff gathering, and this was it might not seem like much, but it was a social where all of these people who largely had only seen each other over video call either for the last few years or at all if they were new like me, we all got together. Everyone brought some food that they'd made, and we played games and had conversations, and it was just a really wonderful experience to get to know one another. So yeah, that resonates with me. I suppose every other person would have a different answer, but yeah, for me that
nice.
was the most memorable thing lately.
So, what do members get out of VAST, and do they like most?
Mm-hmm. Um, so uh, so I can't speak for our client base directly. What I can do though is speak to the clinical counselling team who have very frequent contact with all of our client community. And so what I understand and know from the conversations I've had with our clinical counsellors is that something that consistently resonates with our clients is the fact that the organisation is very caring. It's very compassionate and very empathetic towards people's individual needs. And what we really aim to create here at VAST is a healing community with a lot of peer support. And I know that that is frequently cited amongst clients as something that stands out about the organization for them and means that they continue to engage with our services.
Okay, yeah. Nice. And how we can donate to VAST? How can we help this community?
Well, there are a number of ways, and thank you so much for asking. The main route for all donations to VAST would be through our website, which is vastbc.ca.
Okay.
On that website, there is a link to donate, and we have an online form where someone can just make a one-off or a regular contribution. And really, any contribution, by the way, is really appreciated. So, for example, $10 goes a long way in terms of making sure that we can cover travel expenses for a client to make it to a session. $50 goes towards making sure that we can translate our services into different languages for clients who require that service. $100 pays for 1 hour of clinical counselling to an individual. So other ways that people can donate, again, please do see our website. Down at the bottom of the page, there's an address. We accept checks. We also have a phone number where if you wanted to call up and discuss how to donate in other ways, such as through credit card, we can also do that. Additionally, if you wanted to discuss strategic giving, for example, we would be more than happy to have a conversation with you over the phone, email, or in person, whatever works best.
Perfect. Great. Well, thank you very much for all the information, for receiving me here. And I hope you all be encouraged to help this organization who are helping so many people in BC. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
If you are looking for buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you can always contact me. My website is mynewhome.realestate. Thank you very much.